Mulher who? Ludzie.
She's so cool, she's so nice, she's so pretty, she's so sweet, she's so fun.
I miss those type of movies, you know, like the Y2K rom-coms. Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Adime, but you can call me May. On this channel I'm talking about everything like makeup, fashion, vlogs. It's lifestyle, you know, it's my life, my style of life. I'm talking French, English in my videos, so if you want to learn French, like, welcome, bonjour. Anyways, this year I'm going to start this type of video, so it's going to be a series about my fave of the month, my monthly faves, and so we can talk together, or if you can recommend me things. And I think it's really a really great video for me because I love to talk and I love chill talking, and I love to recommend things. Like, I'm the bestie who is always like,
you should do this, you should do that, have you heard of this, have you heard of that?
I think that my footprint is to be an influencer because, anyways, let's start it. Music. I just discovered this. No, I didn't discover him, I already knew him because he is pretty famous in France. He's called Luigi. He made like a viral song which is
Tu ne vis que pour les caméras.
The song was so viral that it just entered the European dictionary. You know, in France the expression vivre pour les caméras, living for the cameras, which is literally my life. With years of content creation, I just realized that it's just living for the cameras. Like, it's okay, you're the star of your life, yeah. And so he just released an album which is called Saison 00, and let me talk about this. Mulher who? Ludzie. The lyrics are so deep. Like, I was feeling really moved by the lyrics because it really talked to me, because, you know, he's a black guy and I think he grew up in a school or suburb with a lot of white people around him, so he was feeling very bad about himself when he was younger, and I was really feeling that.
Ni ma peau, ni mes cheveux, ni ma peau, ni mes cheveux, ni ma peau.
And everything that I do today, like on social media, is literally for my younger self. So when I was listening to his songs, I was like, I can totally feel that. The songs are really great. Like, you don't even need, you know, it's music, you don't even need to understand the lyrics because the songs are so good. Like, my fave, I think, is the first 3 songs, because he talked about middle school, I think high school, and then college. And the college one was so funny because he was talking about university and everything, and how he hated his life at this moment, and he hated his class because it wasn't, you know, when you're doing a major that is not suiting for you. Then I'm going to recommend you my YouTubers of the month, which are, she is my friend and she is a content creator, and she went to South Korea for 3 months, and now she's doing like a series about her life in Korea.
Premier jour complet à 0. Je viens de me réveiller, il est 8h, 9h, je sais plus. C'est tellement inconfortable, il fait des bruits à chaque mouvement. Grâce.
And like, girl, you know when you know someone and the person is so underrated, because the quality, like, I don't have words. Like, my girl, she's so good at it. Like, she even invested in a camera and you can see it, like the editing, when you have a lot of admiration for someone, for the work of someone. So yeah, I really recommended her. And if you are a French speaker, go for it. If you love Korea, go for it. And if you're not and you want to learn French, go for it. Secondly, she is speaking English, donc les français, celle-là ça va être une anglo-saxonne. It's Adriana. Like, yeah, I discovered her channel, I think, in August, But I was like, yeah, I was watching her YouTube video about her 17 concert because yeah, I'm still hoping for a concert of 17 in Europe. I was like, she's so cute, I want to follow her. Then I found her on TikTok and I was like, she's so cool, I want to follow her. And then I was like, okay, I was watching her TikToks and I was like, she's so cool, I love her vibe.
She's so cool, she's so nice, she's so pretty, she's so sweet, she's so fun.
And her videos are so chill. She's talking about books, she's talking about K-pop. She has a small business and I was like, I want to start my small business. People and they are so inspiring and I was like, yes girl. I'm going to talk about a podcast and the podcast is in French is Hada, c'est Manifeste. So she's talking a lot about manifestation.
Avoir moins de choses à faire, être moins occupée, ça me permet d'être plus connectée avec l'univers et de beaucoup plus pratiquer la law of attraction.
And I love the vibe. I think in the French speaking side we don't have a lot of podcasts with people who talk about spirituality and personal growth, but mostly girls talking about this because I love the vibes of girls talking about spirituality and personal development because they are so chill about it. Like it's girls. She really motivated me to launch my podcast. So maybe if I'm talking right now, maybe my podcast will be out. Who knows? But it's going to be in French because I think we really lack of this in French and I'm already talking English here. So I watched 2 series that I really love. One mini-series on Netflix which is, I don't remember the name, it's just something like Petite Fille, a mini-series, and I really love the vibe.
And the girlies love the vibes.
This with my big sister and we were like, okay, we are just watching 2 episodes and we ended the series at 3 a.m. because it was so great. It's German series. German are so great for doing series. Like if you haven't seen Dark on Netflix, it's the best Netflix series. Sorry, I said it. It's the best. I have to warn you, it's really dark. It's about like the series about kidnapping and it was sad. But I really love the reference to Barbe Bleue and Les Mille et Une Nuits. The series was inspired by this book because like the reference and the story is literally about this. So I really recommend it, but not to everyone. Like it's not for kids. Suddenly, One Piece. Yes, I watched the live action and I loved the live action because the plot was really interesting. After that, I was like, yeah, I want to watch the anime. When I was middle school, high school, I was such a manga girl, but I never watched One Piece. I was like, no, too much episodes, like it was too much. So after I watched the live action, I really liked the actors and how it was well made. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start to watch the anime. Not for me. It was great. It was funnier. But I don't know, I was like, yeah. But I think I'm going to read the books. So if I read the books, maybe I'm going to tell you. These movies. There's like 3 of them. Okay, first I'm going to talk about our girl, like Anna Tawai. Like she was the it girl. When I watched the movies, I was like, but she was the it girl in Y2K generation. Like she was doing all the great movies and she was so great at this. So I was watching TV and the evil dressed like Prada. I don't know if it's English, but in French it's like Le Diable s'habille en Prada. And amazing. Like when I watched this, I was like, first of all, she was so well dressed. Coco Chanel said, I think like la mode se démode, le style jamais. When the outfit is good, it's really good, like even like 10 or 20 years later. Second of all, oh my god, Meryl Streep, she's such a good actress. Like she's amazing, I love her. Then I watched Meilleurs Ennemis. Like it's the story of 2 besties that have their wedding the same day, but now how they do. you know, it was the dream of our life, and now they have to compete each other because they're doing their wedding on the same day on the same venue. So I was like, what? But it was so cool, you know. I miss those type of movies, you know, like the Y2K rom-coms. Like, it was so fresh, and like it was not long, like less than 2 hours, but the story, like, I don't know, it was just a feel-good movie. We don't do this anymore. Third, it's a Netflix movie. It's a Japanese Netflix movie, and it is called Once Upon a Time, a Crime. And oh my god, the movie is so good. Like, I did not expect a lot of this movie, but okay, I'm fashion girly, so everything that I could see is the outfits. Like, I need to talk to the stylist because oh my god, the outfits, they were so great, and the acting so good. Like, I love this. It's, you know, I think like Japanese and Korean have the same type of humor, and it was so funny. Like, I was like feeling like watching an anime sometimes because like the fairy, she was so great. Like, she was so funny, and the girlies was so pretty. Like, one moment, like, they just cut the hair of the girl, and I never saw a haircut this great on someone. Like, she has like short hair, but she was so beautiful that I was obsessed. Like, I was just like,
She's so pretty, she's so pretty, she's so pretty.
now we get it. Like, I love pretty things. And I'm going to recommend 2 documentaries, but I saw them on French TV, so I don't know if there's like English subtitles for all of you. Mais si vous êtes français, je vous conseille vraiment de regarder ces 2 documentaires. Le premier sur le harcèlement scolaire. It's about school harassment, and I was like, this documentary just blew my mind because I never watched this channel, but I was like, okay, like the documentary looks great, and it was about like the revenge of bullying kids and how some adults are helping kids to get out of bullying, but with themselves. And I thought the idea was so great about the idea that kids that are bullied can be also a key to get out of this, you know what I mean? Like, we need to help them to get out of this. I'm really a personal growth person. I really believe about the fact that you can change your life by changing yourself and blah blah blah. So when I watched this, I was like, oh my god, kids who are bullied are victims of bullying, but they can also be like, they are really like, they are fragile, but they are very strong. Like, we need to believe kids and help kids to become strong people, you know what I mean? But I'm not talking about fighting or something like that. And the technique that they used a lot was like, she was so great and she was so funny, and she was helping kids to fight other kids with words, and particularly with humor and self-humor. I don't know how to say in English, but in French is autodérision. It's how I'm coping now with social media and the mean comments. Like, it's not about you. People are just mean and particularly dumb, so let's play dumb with them, like Dumb and Dumber, what's up? And this is what it was about. It was, if they have enough confidence about themselves, people cannot make fun of them. They were saying like, kids are so great to see the great target, and what they do is not that they say, like, I love this girl, she was like red hair, and she was big, you know, and she was like, no, people are not targeting me because I'm big and I have red hair. So what they do is they know what you don't like about you, and they just like, they push this, like, it's like putting salt on the wound. This documentary, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. This is really about how changing yourself and gaining confidence is making your world better, because you're going to be more confident with people, to be less afraid of the world. This one, it was a documentary about Taiwan, and it was really about like geopolitics, and I was like, yeah, Like after I watched this, I was like,
Oh my god, he's so smart.
if you're French, watch Arte. If you're German, watch Arte. And if you're not, like, still watch Arte. Because we're always doing like great documentaries. And this one was about Taiwan and China and the story. Like I learned so much about Taiwan, and I swear to God, I want to go to Taiwan. This country seems so cool and chilled, and like, and we say it like, I think we say something like we are the little Tokyo, because we have a lot of history with Japan. I heard so many great reviews about this country. Like every person that I know that went there were like, we are the nicest in the world. And when I watched the documentary, I think I understood why, because they said we have a great history about peace. We are very peaceful people. So I was like, oh, it make sense. So this is the end of this video. I hope you really like it. I feel like very happy to do it, because at first I just wanted to do a story on Instagram or an album photo on TikTok, but you know, I couldn't, like, you know, when you're trying to do something and you're not. And I think this is why, because this is how I should share things that I like. So thank you for watching, because I speak a lot and I love to speak to you. So don't hesitate to speak to me in the comment section and tell me your recommendations if you watch what I recommend. And I hope you are safe and happy life, and have a great day or a great night.
Everyone else has left now. I bet that this got you stressed out, wondering what can we do now.